I'm Elena, and this is where I talk about all things dance. Today I am going to talk about how I wear my pointe shoes. I did a similar video to this one in my very old channel that was a mishmash of things, so you could find literally anything there. And that was when I started pointe for the first time. So I'm an adult dancer and I haven't been dancing very long. I started at age 25. I'm 31 now. And I started pointe 2017 February, so it's been just over 2 years. But I only started doing pointe on a regular basis about a year ago. And I don't do much of it. We only do like 10 or 15 minutes at the end of our regular ballet classes, and I do 2 of those a week. So all in all is like 20 minutes to half an hour of pointe work that I do every week, so it's not that much. The original video I did was when I first started doing pointe, and I was experimenting with like different kinds of padding. And to be honest, nothing much has changed. The only thing is that as I have to change my shoes during class quite fast, I don't do as much as I did in that video. I've reduced it quite a lot because for like 10 or 15 minutes of pointe I don't really need that much. And I'm going to be showing what I do like for a short pointe class today. And then I will be adding the video that I originally recorded at the very end, even with the original voiceover. I'm not going to change anything, so it's going to be terrible, but whatever. So I will put that at the end, and I'm not going to talk about the different products that I'm using today, unless they weren't mentioned in the original video. Most of it is the same. So if you want to know what I'm using, you can just go to the end of the video and I will mention it, and then I'm going to copy all of that in the description box. So if you want to know what specific brand anything is, it will be listed below. Okay, so I have adjusted the camera so you can actually see my feet. You'll notice that I'm wearing like pink tights. This is because I prefer to wear pointe shoes with tights, because it gives me like an additional protection on the toes. So my pointe shoes that I wear are Gaynor Mindens. If you're interested, the actual model that I wear, it's a size 9 of their own sizing. I think it's a size 6 in the UK. It's medium width, 4 box, supple shank, deep vamp and low heel, and it's a sculpted fit. So I've been wearing this from the very beginning. I haven't really tried any other pointe shoe, or have I ever wanted to. I think it was a very good fit. When I first tried it on, even the person doing the fitting was like, well, this really fit you well. So I've never really wanted to try anything else. I think eventually I will, but at the moment I don't really want to spend a lot of money on pointe shoes, so yeah. So first what I usually do is tape my toes. I often wear 2 kinds of tape, more like cushiony tape. I'm not sure if you can see that this is kind of bouncy, probably not because the camera is focusing on my feet. And then some normal tape to just like make sure that this one is secure. My favorite tape to wear is this one. It's the toe wrap by Gaynor Minden, but it's quite pricey. So I bought this one from Boots here in the UK, and it's not really that good, but for like 10-15 minutes of pointe is good enough, and it saves me a little bit of money. But I'm not going to put this one on today because it's really sticky, and I just painted my toenails and it will probably rip the whole nail polish off. So I'm going to wear this one. This is super cushioning and it's super amazing. I really like it, but it's quite expensive. I can't remember exactly how much it is, but yeah. And like my usual shop that I usually had it, so it doesn't have it anymore, so it's kind of annoying. So what I do is I take a piece, a very small piece, and I just put it over the toenail like that. And then I take another piece, also quite small, and I take it over the toenail on the other direction, so on the side of the toe, like that. And then I cover the whole thing with like normal tape. Then after this I wear some toe separators because I have the bunion. I'm not sure if you can see my horrid bunion, so it's quite uncomfortable to wear pointe shoes without a toe separator. So it's one of these really simple silicone ones, and I just put it in there. Then after that I wear my toe pads. So these are the fabric ones that are kind of like thin at the bottom and more thick at the top. As I said, I would put all the products in the description box so you can check it out if you want. I just cover that with my tights, and what I do after that is I take the back of the tie off so I get a little bit more grip at the heel, because otherwise I find that my shoes slip out really easily. So I just put the heel out, and this is really useful that you find that your heels tend to slip, and you basically lose the back of your shoe. So you can just pull the heel of your tights out, and then you will get more grip and it will keep it from moving. Another thing that you can do if it's still slipping is you can take the heel out and take some hairspray and just spray it on the heel, and then just put it on, and this will give you some extra stickiness, so it will give you some extra grip. So just put it on. As you can see, it fits quite nicely. I never actually felt like I needed to get any other pointe shoes. I think these are quite nice. And then I just do the elastics. I tend to do 2 knots because otherwise it can slip. And then just put it inside and then tie the ribbon. And then another thing you can do if you feel like the knot keeps slipping out is do the same thing as with the heel of the shoe. Just put in some hairspray at the knot and put it inside, and then it should hold quite nicely, and you shouldn't it shouldn't move at all, and this should remain sticky afterwards. As you can see, that fits quite nicely. I'm not sure if this is the best angle, but you know. So that's it. That's how I wear my pointe shoes for a short pointe class. I will add the video that I originally posted immediately after this one so you can see the differences. There were a few things that I learned afterwards, like using hairspray to like have more grip. So you can see how I used to do things, and like I will mention during the voiceover that I do in that video all the products that I use, and you can check them out in the description box, because I will like put them in. And yeah, that's it. I hope you found something of what I said useful, and please don't hesitate to ask if you have any questions, and I'll see you around. Bye! So I split this up quite a bit, because otherwise it was going to take forever. So what I'm doing is taking some cushion tape and putting it once over my big toe and once on the side, and then some more on the side of my smaller toe, because I feel that's where I get the most pressure. Then getting some normal tape and putting it all over, so that it keeps it from moving, and also I get a little bit more extra padding. So both on the big toe and the smaller toe. Then I'm guessing this is a toe separator. It's a silicone one and a toe pad, and then putting my tights on top. And then for the other foot, I'm cleaning a little bit so that I remove all dirt I might have, and then the same thing, some cushion tape over the big toe, and on the side, both times covering the toenails so that I get more padding there, and I don't get it like all black. And then putting some Norman tape again, so that it's secure and it doesn't go anywhere. Same thing, again, I'm putting the toe separator so that my bunion doesn't get worse. And then the toe pad and the tights on top. And here for the shoe, what I'm doing right now, you can see a little blue thing there in my hands. It's putting a little gel pad just underneath my smaller toes, because I feel that's what I get the most, like I feel if I don't do that, I get a lot of pressure on my big toe. So I put it on the side inside of the point shoe and out to the side, so that it's not underneath my big toe but underneath my smaller toe. Here I forgot to undo the double knot, so it might take a while. But yeah, I use that so I relieve a little bit of pressure from my big toe. I will put the brands and everything of what I'm using underneath in the description. So here I'm tightening the elastics and tying a knot and like hiding it so you can see it, and then tying the ribbons, making sure they're really tight so that they don't get all baggy. And then I'm making a flat knot, which is right over left and then left over right, or the other way around, whichever you like. And then just hiding it underneath. I do a flat knot so that it doesn't occupy as much space and it's easier to hide. You can't really see what I'm doing because I recorded it really badly, but basically hiding the knot there. So here I did remember to undo the double knot at first. Well done me. And yeah, same thing again, so I'm putting the gel pad on the side and making sure it doesn't move, and then putting shoe on, same thing, tightening the elastics, making a knot and hiding them, and then like making sure that the ribbons are very well tight and so they give you enough support. And then you can see here how I'm doing the knot, just like crossing it over in two different directions so that it's flat, and then just hiding it underneath, and I'm done.